Bail reform is lit, according to a New York City subway thief who's been arrested 193 times thanks to Democrats' new bail laws. Hello everyone, this is Mr. Obvious, and today on thedailymail.co.uk. So, I have another tale of trouble in paradise, New York City. For those of you who may know, New York City has recently passed a new bail reform law that essentially allows people who commit felonies and crimes like thievery, burglary, even violent crimes at times, get released completely free without bail. Now first off, a little hypnosis. What exactly is bail? And what's it for? Well, we've all seen the movies where someone will get in trouble with the law, and then they have a big bail. You must pay $10,000, or else you won't get out of jail, you'll sit there. Essentially, bail is the money you post as insurance. Because once they let you out of jail, they gotta make sure that you come to court. So you give them the money, they let you walk free, and then you show up on your court date. If you don't show up on your court date, they keep the money. If you do show up, you get your money back. That's essentially how bail works. Now, Democrats think that bail is discriminatory towards poor people because poor people may not always have the money to post bail. Now, while I can understand that sentiment, getting rid of bail was not the solution because now people can commit crimes, go into jail, and walk out scot-free. What if they don't show up to their court date? Well, who cares? I'm sure they... Do you really think the criminal is gonna care that they didn't show up to their court date? No. So this has caused a lot of problems. In fact, check out this headline. Bail reform. Mayor banned for January crime surge in New York City. So the new bail law has caused a surge in crime. Who would have thunk it? So let's read. Bail reform, it's lit. New York subway thief who has been arrested 139 times thanks to Democrats for new lenient laws and brags he cannot be stopped after being released. He's like Florida man. He's become too powerful. A serial thief who has racked up 139 arrests in New York City for pickpocketing unsuspecting subway commuters has thanked the Democrats. Democrats. They're always on the wrong side of history. I voted Democrat my entire life. Those Dems care about people. Shut up, Bill. Because bail reform allows him to commit more crimes. All he does is, he gets arrested, he gets put in jail, he walks out. I'm famous, Charles Berry, 56, told the New York Daily News reporter outside Manhattan Criminal Court on Saturday after he was released due to the new lenient law. When there's lack of justice in society, chaos can only ensue. If the police aren't doing their job, well, actually, if the police are doing their job, but the justice system is not, and there is no justice, well, the people have to intervene. The people have to call for a fix of the system. Clearly, these bail laws that Democrats seem to want to pass in all of their cities fail miserably and need to be stopped. It's that simple. They need to get rid of them. So, he was released due to the lenient law. I take $200 to $300 a day of your money. And then he uses a racial slur against Caucasian people? You can't stop me. Let me ask you something. Why isn't this man being charged with a hate crime? He's a 56-year-old man, and he pickpockets. He doesn't have a real job. He served 6 stints in state prison for nonviolent crimes like selling drugs and larceny. He's a serial criminal. And who's gonna stop him? Not the Democrats. It seems like everywhere run by Democrats eventually becomes a lawless, debt-ridden, broken economy, and horrible place to live. Let's be honest. Okay, let's be honest. Barry has been arrested 6 times so far in 2020, and each time he has been freed without paying bail thanks to a new state law that went into effect on January 1st. Now let's make something clear. If a criminal does not have the money to pay bail, then they get to be kept in jail. And as long as they're in jail, they can't be outside committing crimes. I think you may be onto something. If only we had some sort of system, some sort of insurance system that would keep people out of trouble. Oh, if only. Oh wait, we did. It was called bail. This is all because of the law that went into effect January 1st. As police led Barry out of a precinct on Thursday after his latest arrest, he yelled to a reporter, "Bail reform, it's lit." What exactly do you call it when the criminals celebrate your laws. It's the Democrats. The Democrats know me, and the Republicans fear me. You can't touch me. I can't be stopped. What bigger... See, this is what amazes me about Democrats and leftists in general. Why are you on your moral high horse? Why do you think you're better than everybody else? And why do you think you're right? Because these are your reforms. These are your laws. And you have criminals celebrating you. Thank you, Democrats. I can now go on a crime spree. What is wrong with you? On 2 occasions, he was arrested for stealing money from Subway commuters who were in the process of buying Metro cards from vending machines in a Subway station. Now, I'm going to tell you something. No one is going to rob me. I'll tell you that much. Okay? No one. I don't think so, folks. I do not think so. I'm just saying it right now. You can take my property off my cold, dead hands. Barry allegedly stole $50 out of a woman's hand inside the subway station at West 42nd Street and 6th Avenue under Manhattan Bryant Park. He was then issued a desk appearance ticket for failing to show up for a court hearing. Of course, he doesn't care. He's not going to show up for court. He's got no bail on the line. You see, there's a reason this bail system exists, and while I think it is kind of nonsense, sometimes the amount, we're going to put you in there, you have to pay $100,000. Yeah, it's obviously they do abuse it. Okay, let's be fair. But this is not the answer. The arrests in 2020 are in addition to 133 other arrests for crimes like grand larceny, petty larceny, fraudulent accounting, according to the New York Daily News. The new law in the New York State, which was passed after Democrats took control of the legislature in Albany. A cautionary tale to other places. Requires judges to release those accused of misdemeanors and nonviolent felonies. These morons. You think just because a crime is a misdemeanor and a nonviolent felony that it's not serious? Oh my gosh, they're letting people get away with so many serious laws. Drug dealers, thieves, criminals. So instead of the bail money, they're trying to impose sometimes non-monetary conditions like electronic monitoring or supervised release. If someone is suspected of committing a violent felony and the judge is not convinced that he or she will show up for the court date, the judge can impose bail. But this guy is walking in and out. Supporters of the reform say it is necessary to reduce the pre-trial jail population and combat mass incarceration. Why don't you just stop people from committing crimes? Do you understand how insane this is? Instead of tackling the actual problem, which is high crime rates, instead of actually fixing that, they went with this. Talk about putting a Band-Aid on a bone wound. It's not going to work. The flesh is messed up. The bone is broken. You're going to need a stent. You might even need surgery. And the Democrats definitely need surgery. Surgery of their messed up party. So basically, yeah, it allows them to just keep doing whatever they want. It's nonsense pushed by nonsensical fools. So a transit police officer says the new bail reform law is to blame for Barry's continuing to commit crimes. At least before, he'd be reprimanded and be behind bars for a couple days. He wouldn't be able to victimize people, said Assistant Chief Gerald Dakeman, the number 2 officer in the NYPD's Transit Bureau. Even the police are saying this. I would never put up with this nonsense. If I were running society, I gotta tell you, if fool me once, okay. Fool me twice, maybe. Fool me 3 times, that's it, buddy, you're out. Okay, I would never, ever allow such a thing. No criminal should be unstoppable. I don't think so. Call me Judge Dredd, because I would deliver the hand of justice. But the supporters of the bail law accuse the NYPD of amplifying Barry's arrest to promote their agenda. The police agenda of stopping crime. Oh my gosh. Look, I have my criticism against police, but they actually just want to do their jobs, and they can't because the system is idiotic. Now, we've got two comments here. Let's see what people have to say. Okay, so Flyover State GOP says, just one example of what Bloomberg will bring to all of America if he is elected. Just Beachy says, seems like it's working out. In a sarcastic tone, I'm sure, but that's pretty much the story, folks. Remember, the new bail reform law passed by the Democrats is lit. Even criminals agree with the Democrats and are committing a lot of crime and getting away with it because of stupid policy. Maybe this needs to be repealed, and maybe, just maybe, New York City should stop voting Democrat? But that's merely the obvious. Well, that's all for now, folks. What do you think about this story? I think it's ludicrous, but I'm not surprised. The Democrats constantly do stupid things, but that's how it is. You let me know what you think. Any New Yorkers out there? Tell me your story. As always, if you want to support the content, you can join me on Patreon or Subscribestar for as low as $1. If you do join, you will get access to a private Discord server. I do frequent this server, mind you. If you want to donate, you can currently do so through Bitcoin, crypto, or you can visit my donation page. I've got it up and running, it's brand new. Check out the link in the description. Sharing the video is also appreciated. As always, thanks for watching. This has been Mr. Obvious, and I'll see you all next time.